Well, we're going to have a go at painting these baubles using the wet in wet style that we looked at. So you'll find a drawing of these on the accompanying sheet, or you can just draw them freehand if you like. So what I've got here is a piece of watercolour paper, which we're using for the cards, and I'm just coming in with that water over the top of one of these baubles, leaving that crescent shape that we did in the techniques part of the course here. Now I'm dropping in some phthalo blue here, really bright colour, allowing it just to run in the water. Of course, I've got my paper just flat down, it's not on a slope at all, it's just lying flat on the table, so the paint can run where it likes and just pool and puddle where it likes. Coming in with a bit of phthalo green as well. Again, it's nice bright colours. Use whatever paints you have in your paint palette, but let's make them as bright and cheerful as we can for Christmas. And come in with another colour as well. I've got some blues and greens here, so I'll come in with a little bit of red just to contrast with that. Just touching the edges, allowing it all to run in the very wet paper and to do its own thing, really. Don't want to mess with it too much, otherwise it'll all go very muddy. So that's one of the baubles, pretty well done. That's quick, isn't it? Come on with the second one now and do it in some different colours. So I've got mostly reds for this one, it's mostly greens and blues for the first one. Let's come in with something different, so we're coming in with reds for this one. Again, I want to leave that crescent shape where the light is shining on it over to the right hand side. But we'll just allow some colours to come in and merge and do their own thing here. We'll just let it to dry naturally. And there's a third one there, which is more sort of orangey yellow colour. Now we want to do the little caps on the top and want to make them look round, so I'll show you how to do that. If you come in with a fairly strong colour, I'm using a yellow ochre here, and just putting it in on the two sides of the little cap that goes on the top of the bauble, washing off my brush, getting it nice and clean, and then just touching with some just damp brush in between the two. And what happens is it gets a lighter colour in the middle, darker on the edges, and it looks as if it's round. So I've done that with all three baubles. Beginning to paint in the ribbon, I've used one red on one side, and I just want to use a different red to show up what would be the other side of the ribbon as it twists and turns. You notice that in the drawing that the ribbon isn't just a flat ribbon, it twists and turns, which just gives it a little bit more shape to it and a bit more interest to it. So I'll just paint those in, and then just with a fine brush there, with one stroke, just add in the cords that are just holding the baubles with a different colour again, with the blue. And there we go, that's the card.